We're going to move on to the next subject. We actually got our guest on for tonight. You know what I'm saying? The promoter of the Boston MASSacre card, NIKIYA OSBORN. Man, what's good? Welcome to Hip Hop at the Roundtable.
What's going on, you guys? We'll stop calling it Boston MASSacre just because it's not in Boston anymore.
It's not in
unfortunately.
Boston anymore? Oh.
No, it's in Holyoke, Mass. I wasn't able to secure a venue in Boston for the dates that I had already promoted, so I had to move it outside of the city. Real cool venue, though. I'm actually really happy with the venue, and I know that a good crowd comes along with it because there's some other battle leagues that are down there that throw smaller local events. And so I'm real excited about this venue. But before we get into all that, I just want to, shout out everybody in Baltimore right now. Be safe out there. And, I grew up in L.A. when the L.A. riots happened, so I understand what's going on out there, and it's a damn shame.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. Peace and blessings down to the family down there. You know what I'm saying? Baltimore, everything, all the artists, you know what I'm saying, that we talk to, all the shit that's from the Maryland area, anybody, blessing, peace, and all that, bro.
Absolutely.
But man,
absolutely.
But man, like I said, man, let the people know who you are, where you're from, what you do, man. What's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. My name's NIKIYA. I'm a big fan and supporter of this whole battle rap culture. I've been going to events pretty much nonstop for the past year and a half, 2 years now. Wanted to put something together for my area. I've been working with King of the Dot to put this card together. Real proud of the card that I've been able to put together. I'm very excited. I think there are several potential classics on this card. Matter of fact, pretty much any battle on the card could be a classic, in one way or another. And so I'm real excited about it. We've obviously got the headliners. 3 main event matches with Pat versus Calico, Pat Stay versus Calico, which I think is just going to be an insane matchup. Then we've got the Shoddy Arsenal rematch, and then we've got the Conceited versus Chilla Jones, which is, the local main event, giving Chilla a nice home field advantage on this one, which he doesn't really get to play many home games, so that's a good one. And let's see, what else do we got on there? We got Pass versus Clips. We've got Big K versus Ill Will. Roan versus Goods in the only one-rounder of the night. DNA's got 2 battles on the card with 40 Bars and Dirtbag Dan. And I want to make sure that I don't forget anybody. I know that we've also got
Danny and XL.
Danny Myers and XL, which that battle came about real organically. It was actually a lot of XL's supporters hit me up on Facebook and Twitter and said I couldn't have a card in Mass without having XL on the card. So I reached out to him and put something together. And then we've also got some up-and-comers from the area with E. Farrell, who just recently battled Dot on iBattle in a really good battle, and Sakurai, who battled XL on the last big 413 card.
Oh yeah, I remember him too. Yeah, but E. Farrell, that dude, he has some good potential. I thought he beat.
He does. That's a sleeper battle. That's one that not many people know the rappers, but that could definitely be a really good battle on that night.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely. So, how did you? We're definitely going to talk about the card. We're going to break down this battle.
Yeah.
Let the people know how you got in contact. Well, we got connected with King of the Dot.
All right, so basically I've been watching battles for a year or two and made it out to my first was Battle of the Bay 6, which that was the one that Myers versus Rum Nitty and Big K versus Ilmac were two of the big battles, two classics that came out of that. And basically from then on, went to every major battle event since then. And with a lot of the guys that came out, having originally grown up out in Los Angeles, I was born and raised in Venice. Had some kinship with people like Lush One and Aspect One as well, and so talked to them, and it kind of grew from there.
Are you breaking up a little bit, boss?
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Always bought the VIP passes because if I was going to go to an event where I had to travel, might as well make it worth it. You know what I'm saying? And so just got to know people. It's a real small community. That's one of the things I love about the battle rap community is everyone is very reachable. One of the first people I ever met was DNA.
Okay. So how did you? So with the when we first started watching battle rap, like what gravitated you towards the battle rap culture?
I'll be honest. I'm a little bit older. I'm going to be 37 at the end of May. So I didn't really grow up just watching everything on YouTube. One day I sat down and I was like, you know what? I want to try and find some of those old Eminem like Rap Olympics battles, see if I can find anything. And came across, obviously I was able to find a lot of that stuff, but then came across Disaster versus Cannabis, which I remembered Cannabis from, back in the day. And I was like, let me check this out. And then it just steamrolled from then on. Fell in love with it. Hip-hop was my first love, so.
No, I know, but it's sad that you remember Cannabis, and that's the first battle you watched to get into battle rap.
But you know what? That was a great first battle to watch because here was this hip-hop legend that I grew up listening to, and I watched him get destroyed by this cat that I had never heard of, and it made me want to watch more.
No, that's not even gonna lie, yo. It came to a point that I kind of forgot Disaster was there. Like I was like, yo, Cannabis is just tripping right now, yo. That's how I looked at the battle. Like, yo, I forgot Disaster was even here, bro. I thought Cannabis like did all that to itself. Like that nigga lost the battle for himself, son. Like I don't remember one Disaster line, not one.
Really? Oh, that putting my own dog to sleep line, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. Diz killed that boy, man. Diz killed Cannabis.
That you've never been a good shoulder to lean on freestyle.
Yeah, right.
That was crazy.
That was crazy freestyle, man. That's crazy.
And so from then on, I spent a lot of time on YouTube searching stuff, and then I had some personal stuff going on in my life. My mom got real sick, and she ended up passing away about 2 years ago. But while I was taking care of her, I flew down, and I was taking care of her for a long time. There was a lot of downtime, so there was a lot of watching battles on YouTube. And so I got to catch up on my history. I'm one of these guys that if I go into it and if I go into something and I like it, I'm not just watching it from then on. I go back and I want to know the history of it. So I've got like 6 or 7 Scribble Jam DVDs. Like I watched all the old Grind Time battles, all the Smack DVDs, everything like that, Fight Club. Got myself caught up so that I'd get all these inside references that happen in battles all the time.
Okay. Hey, yo, I actually got some questions for you about the card. This is Roundtable.
All right.
But I do want to say, like, it's crazy and it's pretty cool to know that battle rap was a way for you, a little bit of a therapy for you. That's pretty cool.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But
and hip hop's been my first love. Like I said, I'm a little bit older. I grew up in the Run DMC, BC Boys, Slick Rick era. NWA was something that I grew up on. So it's always been a passion for me, and I just wish I had found it sooner.
Word. Yeah, so I actually kind of like a lot of these battles that's on here. Pastor and Calico definitely probably would be my favorite. I want to see what Shaddy and Arsenal, but the question I had for you, because we kind of already talked about it a little bit. We had them on the show, DNA and 40 Bars called in, and they was going back at it. So you got DNA and 40 Bars, and then you got DNA and Dirtbag Dan. How does that all come together to have him on there twice in the same night?
All right, so 40 Bars, I obviously wanted to have on due to the Boston connection. I'm really trying to give, people that are from around here some shine on a card that's as big as this. And 40 Bars wanted to battle DNA because they had some history.
But they done talk about it.
Yeah. So that's how that battle came about. And then I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Dirtbag Dan Show podcast. But he does an impression of DNA quite frequently on there. And like I said, DNA is one of the first people that I met, so he's my boy. And like me and him chill, and we talk when there's no business involved, nothing like that. And it's kind of it's kind of selfish, but I want to see my boy get clowned on like that.
Man, when you in this race, that's the thing. You in this realm, man, you're gonna see a lot of your homies get clowned on, man. That's funny.
Exactly, but like to see somebody like actually, because I know Dirtbag Dan. I'm like 99% sure he'll come at least with one full round of the DNA voice.
Oh my God. I got to see this now. I ain't even going to hold you, bro. I was not even excited to see Dirtbag Dan on the card. But now that you say this really so, they really go, I like Dirtbag Dan's personality in battle rap. I think it's neat, you know what I'm saying? I like the quirky, funny, comedic style that he brings. But, with DNA, I think if he does that impersonation, bro, it's going to kill it. Because impersonation has been killing battle rap this year.
Yeah. Yeah. And Dirtbag Dan's also going to be co-hosting the pay-per-view. Because him and Chris from BattleRap.com have done a real good job at doing these pay-per-view hostings. I don't know if you've been able to catch any of their work, but it really helps out during the downtime between battles to keep people interested in watching.
You should have had them. They should have been at Ether.
they definitely do a little bit better of a job. No shade on Laura Tarsi or Bizarre for that matter, because I'm a big fan of Bizarre, but they do a much better job at keeping things going. They do interviews in between the battles. It makes it a lot more fluid. It makes it more like a real pay-per-view, not like you've just got a camera into a battle event.
Right. So I mean, is it going to be live pay-per-view, or is it going to be we pay for
live pay-per-view in HD?
Nice.
And it's going to be a small room setting. There's not many tickets available for this. There's less than 50 tickets left. And it's going to be in a pit. It's going to be in a pit format. No mics. It's going to be very similar to the Back to Basics card that King of the Dot just put on.
And I love that venue. That setting was delicious.
Yeah.
Yo, Nels, you have a question, baby.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, I was just listening, and you're kind of, newer fan, you know what I mean? And,
yeah.
But, honestly, bro, I think it's dope that you went back and you did your homework. Because, like, you know what I'm saying, some people hop in this, you know, in this culture and definitely did no type of homework, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think it's dope that you like, noticed it, and it was dope, but you went back far, and you really, you know what I'm saying, studied the, like, game tapes, you know what I mean? That's
Absolutely. I think with this, it's such a niche culture that you're gonna miss a lot of the shit that people say if you don't go back and do your homework.
Exactly.
That's so real.
Also, man, so real. Also, I mean, I want to ask you, you know, who's your top 5 battlers of, like, all time after going back, doing your homework and everything? You know, we had different eras in battle rap, but out of all these eras,
that's
your
rough.
top 5?
I mean, you've got freestyle champions like, you know, Supernat and Juice and you know, Ilmac and Thesaurus. Oh man, top 5 all time. I mean, I'm a big Eminem fan. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I know that's cliche as fuck, but I don't give a shit. I gotta put him. You know, definitely in the top 5 just for what he's done for battle rap. Not even so much how good he was, because it's a different era with the freestyle era. But between 8 Mile and his diss tracks and, you know, the Total Slaughter thing even, I got to put him up there. You know, Loaded Lux has got to be up there. He's great. I'm gonna be real, and you know, I might get hate for this and whatnot. And Mook's dope, but I can't put Mook in my top 5. That shit show versus Iron Solomon was enough to take him out of that. Just keeping it real there. You know, I'd probably have to put Arsenal up there, because Arsenal's one of the rappers that keeps it with that disrespect, and that's what battle rap's always been about. And he doesn't give a fuck. He goes to anybody's hood, goes to anybody's city, and completely gets in their face and disrespects them. And that's what battle rap's all about. So I got to put him up there. Top 5 of all time, so hard. Because then you've got somebody like Charlie Clips that's great right now, but, you know, can you really put him top 5 of all time? Does he have enough history to do that?
Man.
You know, that's a tough one.
I might gotta give him some years.
And let's see, who else would be up there? Because there's definitely different styles and everything like that. You know, I have to put Thesaurus up there, because Thesaurus is one of the people that's actually been able to hang switching from the freestyle to the written format.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. Top 5 of all time is rough, man. My top 5 of right now, I could say a lot easier, which would be Clips would definitely be up there. He's my boy. Shoddy Hora, I think he's great, and I think he's only improving. He's one of the dudes that can actually make good music. Calico,
my man,
Pat Stay, and yeah, I gotta keep Arsenal in there.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And you know what, man? I got one more question for you, man. Because personally, I'm getting tired of these, you know, industry rappers trying to get in this ring and getting fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And like, even if they don't get fucked up, the battle's fucked up because either the battle was off, or the venue was just horrible, or, you know, just like bullshit was just going on. Honestly,
absolutely,
I would for the mainstream to stay in their lane and leave battle rap for like battle rappers. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, what you think?
I agree with you for the most part. There's certain people, of course, I'd love to see come back, but one of the things that I've been trumpeting for the past few months is, as much as I'd love to see, an Eminem come back and do a battle with somebody, I'd rather see us create the next Eminem from our culture.
Okay. That's real.
I'd like to see a Calico or a Shoddy or one of these dudes that makes good music get their time in the spotlight, which is increasingly harder to do in the music industry ever since the digital age, because nobody's selling millions of records anymore.
Right. That's real, man. Cause man, Calico makes dope music, Shoddy makes dope music, motherfucking Surf makes crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like certain dudes that I think that make some real dope music that's in some battle rap. But also, it is some battle rappers that just need to stick to battling too, man. I can't lie.
Absolutely. You know who makes dope music, though? And some people give him shit for not being the best battler, but he makes dope music, is Suge.
Suge, I knew he was going to say Suge.
Yeah, that's facts. I fuck with Suge, man.
Another one, and he doesn't make necessarily like hardcore, hip hop or anything like that. It's more like stoner hip hop. But Dirtbag Dan.
I heard so.
He's got some really dope tracks out there. Concentrate is a dope track. I'm a big fan of his as well.
That's dope. Man. I gotta check him out, man. I might gotta check him out.
Since you brought up,
let me ask you guys. Let me ask you guys. What's the battle you guys are most excited about and least excited about on this card?
You gotta hop ahead, Hop.
This is my most excited one. Calico versus Pat Stay. I've been waiting for Calico, return to, a main stage for a while. Like, I just been sitting there having to watch old Calico battles just to get over, my Calico, I don't know the word to use, but, I've been basically feeding for a Calico battle, basically. Like, that nigga really needs to, I don't know how to word it, but I think Pat Stay, should have been the battle he wanted to take. Like, he should not have taken this battle. I'm sorry. Calico's about to, spaz on this dude. He's been itching for a battle. You can hear it in the interviews. Anytime he's on the radio, he's itching for a battle. And I think
what's funny is he battled twice last year.
No, he did, but it's he wants that battle, that big, that notable battle. And I think this one, is going to be good for him, even though it's not even on a smack stage, which he keeps wanting to go back to a smack stage. But even this battle is against a notable name. You got someone who has basically you're a test. You're a test for someone. And I think he should take that serious, very serious. But my least excited battle on this card, it'll still probably be DNA versus Dirtbag Dan, probably because I don't know the pure history on them. The DNA 40 bars was more interesting to me because, I heard the history. I know 40 bars is, she likes going against men. She takes some type of battle a little bit more serious, too. So I think she's going to, try to take this nigga head off. But those are Dirtbag Dan and DNA is my least excited. And Pat Stay and Calico, man, that's my most excited joint.
All right.
It would be crazy.
Word.
I can fuck with that.
Poe, I'm going to say the one that I'm looking forward to is Big K and Ill Will. That's the one that I'm looking for because Big K, I haven't seen him in a while, and that boy be cooking. And against Ill Will, I know them is two gorillas going at it. That shit is going to be crazy. But it's a tie, though, because XL Danny Myers is, oh, my God, that's probably going to melt mine. They're probably going to explode brains when they battle. So,
that's
I don't know.
YouTube battle, bro. That's that YouTube battle.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's that one you got to rewind 50 times to make sure you catch every bar.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's gonna be my favorite battle. The bar guy, and then XL is one of my top favorite young boys right now. You know what I'm saying? The least favorite, I don't know. A lot of people like Rome, man. I don't really like Rome. That's me personally. I don't really like Rome. I think he can rap, but I don't know, that goofy. I don't know. Him and Goods, I don't think that's gonna be too good of a match. And I'm just really saying that because I don't want to go with the easy answer of DNA and Dirtbag Dan. Besides that, because like on some real shit, that's the one that I don't. Or I could say the Sakari and E. Farrell. I don't know nothing about them, so if I'm talking about me personally, those would be my least favorites because I don't know too much about it. But outside of that, the ones that I do know about that would be least, it would be Ron and Goods, because I want to see Shotty and Arsenal too, especially with Shotty coming off battling Hitman and all the drama that happened with that. They was fighting with each other. It's gonna be crazy to see who was gonna pull that card first. So yeah,
no doubt.
Ron and Goods would be the least favorite because I don't think it's gonna be super entertaining like it people may think it's gonna be.
Word. Well, yeah, man. For my personal favorite one, man. I'm a big Pass fan. I think Pass is fucking dope. So I'm looking forward to this Charlie Clips versus Pass. I'm just hoping that Clips comes with some dope shit. I mean, I know, he got the, Hollow battle coming up. I'm just hoping he doesn't come with no...
No, it's after, bro. It's after.
It's after.
No, the Hollow battle is before.
Wait, I thought your chance was on the 16th. It was a wrong?
Yeah, Hollow's on the 9th.
No, you supposed to be at the event on the 9th.
No. I'm talking about the MASSacre. I'm talking about the other card, Massachusetts card. I thought that was.
Yeah. It's after the Hollow battle, and that one's interesting to me because I had this battle already set up long before Hollow versus Clips was announced.
Okay.
But what I think's interesting about it is Hollow's going to be a challenge for Clips. Everybody knows that. That's going to be a dope battle. I think it's funny that he's battling Pass the week after, considering Pass is one of the dudes that actually has a debatable with Hollow.
With Hollow, right.
True.
Honestly, I think Pass beat Hollow, man. I might get killed for that shit, even though I got Hollow beating Clips. But, I got Hollow 2-1 in Clips, though. But if you go back and watch that shit, man, that was a dope battle, Pass is that dude, man. I rock with Pass.
Absolutely.
Pass is real dope. And the battle that I'm least looking forward to, man, I don't want to say this, man. I mean, you know what? This battle could either be real fucking dope or it could be like they could have just left it where it was. And that's Arsenal versus Shot. And I'm a fan of both, but I'm just kind of curious on what's the point of a rematch. Because that first battle was amazing. You know what I'm saying? That battle was a fucking classic, crazy. So, I mean, what's the, point of doing a rematch with that?
That was a question.
Yeah. Is he dead?
Yo, what's up?
Oh, yeah, his call just dropped. I'm waiting for him to call back up. My bad.
Oh, cool. I was asking when he called back up there, man.
Nah, I totally forgot about Ill Will and Big K. That joint gonna be fire, dog.
Bro, I was gonna say that one, man. Post on my shit, man.
I should have said it first. We got him back on the line. You back on, bro?
Yeah, I lost you guys there for a second. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, it's all good, man. But I was just saying, the first time that Arsenal and Shotty battled, that was a crazy battle, classic battle. Still to this very day, I go back and watch that shit. It was real dope. So I mean, are you nervous that it's not going to live up to that first battle? Because that first battle was just so crazy.
I'm not, and here's why. Both of these guys are motivated to battle each other. If you go back in their timeline, back when that battle hit 5 million views, they were talking shit back and forth on Twitter about how they wanted to do a rematch. And it's in a different setting. That was a big stage. This is a pit. There's a few battles that I'm actually excited to see. I'm more excited to see because it's in a pit. Pat Stay versus Calico, I think in a pit, the aggression in that battle is going to be insane. Same as Big K versus Ill Will.
Yeah, yo, Big K is going to go crazy in there, man. Big K's punches are going to hit so hard in there, man. Yo, Big K is that dude, man. I fuck with Big K.
Oh, no, bro.
He's another one that makes good music, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he do. That's facts. I forgot what's the track he got out right now. Oh, man, I do not want to botch the name. I want to say it's called Monster, or I might be fucking it up. But I don't know. But he got his joint. It was fire, though, son. I've been listening to Mash or something, but
he got one track with fucking Ilmac. That track with Ilmac is crazy. That shit was so fire.
Yeah.
Son, the joint we played with him at Head Ice was nice.
It was. That shit was dope. Shout out to Big K, man. Shout out to K. Make some dope music.
He talks about it in his rhymes also, that he really focuses on his music outside of battle rap too. So that's why I know he really, you know what I'm saying, he really be on that. If I'm not mistaken, he said he was rapping before he was battle rapping. You know what I'm saying, just strictly rapping. But I don't want to get into all of that. But y'all really got some right there with Big K and Ill Will. Man, that pit format, y'all might be looking like two pit bulls barking at each other, son.
Exactly. That's what I'm hoping for, and that's why I'm taking a big risk on this. And one of the things I want to let everybody know is that what I'm really trying to do here is make events more of pay-per-view experiences and make it something special if you actually get to go to the event.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell by this card, this is not a cheap card to put together. Doing a small venue, I'm not going to be, the door money's not covering this. But I'm hoping that the pay-per-view will do well, and, even the days after it, when people hear how dope the battles were, it'll get people onto that pay-per-view, because that's the only way that I'm going to be able to continue throwing events, of this size in a small room.
That's real. I was actually going to ask you, what was the hardest battle to put together?
That's a rough one. I'd say probably Pass versus Charlie Clips.
I knew you were going to say that.
And mainly because Charlie Clips has so much going on right now and wanted to take very few battles this year. But that's my boy, and I had to have him on the card because, he's definitely in my top 5 current. And, depending on what happens with Pass and with Hollow, he could etch his spot in the top 5 of all time. He's not that far from it after that body he got over Rex.
Yeah, that was major. I
was on stage right behind him for that. That was a crazy battle.
Oh. See, my man's everywhere, bro.
Oh, you don't even know, man. Last year, I flew from Blackout 4 to High Stakes.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
So I got done partying at Blackout 4 at about 3 o'clock in the morning and had an 8 o'clock flight to get to Jersey.
That's crazy. So what, did you, man, you got to catch Clips and Khan and Lux and Hollow in the same day. That's crazy.
Yeah, back-to-back days.
Man, let me get your air flight points, man, for real, because you stacking up everything. For real. But
I've definitely been to quite a few events in the past couple of years. Like I said, it started with Battle of the Bay, Then I did, Blackout. I did that EBL joint where DNA battled Calico, which that was not a good Calico to see. High Stakes, Gnome 4, Summer Madness 4, the new Blackout. I went to day 1 of that, so I was on stage for the fight with Shotty and Hitman.
Niggas was getting free hits.
You can see me because I was right behind Shotty on that one.
Yo, that's crazy. I swear everybody was getting free hits. They was like,
I was also at BOLA, so I was there for the Diz Math incident.
How did you feel about that? I don't want to go crazy and dump about
I was disappointed because that was such a fire fucking battle. That battle was so crazy without that happening, and it could have been up there for Battle of the Year with Lux and Hollow, in all honesty, had that punch not been thrown.
For real, man. You're not even lying. I ain't going to hold you to that. I am not even going to hold you to that. That third round from both of them was crazy. It just ended on the powerest note you could ever have.
Yeah, and that's one thing, that's how this whole battle culture came to be, is people not wanting to resort to violence. Let's duke it out with our words, let's see who's the better lyricist instead of, putting up our dukes or busting out a gun.
I'm never going to hold you. All right, now I'm going to ask you this question. Don't take it the wrong way, please don't. But now we see a lot of new promoters coming in, and you see them coming in under the King of the Dot name. And we've seen what the last promoter did, Teddy Grizzle, with the Battle of the Bay 7 and aftermath of that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
For the fans, how, just different. Can you tell them how you differentiate yourself from that? You know what I'm saying? What makes you different from basically with Teddy Grizzle?
What makes me different from a guy like that, and, no shade on him, I don't think he was trying to do the wrong thing. I think he got in a little bit over his head. With this event, I'm not going in with blinders thinking that I'm making, a bunch of money off of this, because it's simply not going to happen with this event. If I break even on this event, I'm going to be happy. I'm trying to put together a classic. If I can make it financially viable, then I'll continue to do battle events. But this one, win, lose, or draw financially, all I want is a classic event. I could walk away 100% underwater, not making a dime. If I have a classic event on that night, I'm going to be happy with what I've done.
That's why it's going to be successful right there. That's cool to hear you say that. Real shit.
Nobody has to worry about me, trying to get door money to pay them. I wouldn't go outside of a budget that I could afford. I'm a family man. I just had a newborn daughter. She turns 8 weeks old tomorrow.
Thanks, man.
I'm not doing anything to put myself or my family in financial jeopardy, and so therefore, everybody can count on getting their money. Not only that, but even if the event's a total flop and, let's say, worst case scenario, it's not even a good event and I don't make my money, I still want to be able to go to other people's events. I still want to be able to show my face in this community. So, my integrity is something that I stand behind. And, that's basically, I'm a fan first and foremost, and I want to be a part of this scene for many, many years to come in one way, shape, or form.
That's dope, man. That's dope. So, do you plan on doing any other battles outside of Mass, or you plan on going out west? You plan on coming down here to ATF?
I'm friends with the folks at King of the Dot, and I will absolutely help with other events. Any events that I would promote myself, where like I'd actually be, putting the card together and things of that nature, would most likely be in Mass or on the East Coast. But I got tons of love for everybody out west, especially Cali. That's my hometown. That's where I grew up. I'll always support that scene. And the Canada scene's shown me nothing but love, which if you guys haven't made it to an event in Canada, it's a totally different experience. And, man, that's a good time right there.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Yeah, and
I also support URL. I support what they're doing. They put on some great battles. I will not take anything away from them. I have a lot of friends that perform on URL frequently, and they put together great events. I had a great time at Nome. I had a great time at Summer Madness. If it wasn't the week before my event, I'd be at Nome 5 this year.
Oh, man, that card is crazy, man. You know what, man? Matter of fact, man, give us a rundown of who you think is going to win for Nome, man. Who you got, man, for these battles?
Let's go. Let's start from the bottom. Who we got?
DNA and Serious Jones.
DNA and Serious Jones. That's a weird battle to me. Shout out to my boy DNA, because he deserves. He's been taking a lot of these cats that are on the come up recently. So I'm happy he's getting somebody that's a certified legend. Even though Serious Jones isn't in my top 5, I have respect for what he's done within the scene. I gotta say, I'm gonna give that to DNA 2-1 though.
Okay. And then we have Official versus Jazz the Rapper.
I gotta give that one to Jazz. Jazz doesn't battle all that often, but when she does, she's pretty fucking good most of the time.
Hell yeah. Who else we got? We got
K-Shine versus Averb. K-Shine.
Yeah, K-Shine and Averb.
And I'm gonna get murdered for this. I'm gonna get absolutely murdered for this, because one, K-Shine's good friends with DNA, and two, both of these guys are fan favorites. But I gotta be honest, I don't really fuck with either of them. Verb on his shit can be good. Same with K-Shine, but their styles aren't really that appealing to me. I'd have to say Verb, simply because of he seems to have more composure. He seems to have more control, whereas as K-Shine kind of spazzes. But I think in this setting, I think that composure is going to do well for Verb. So I'm going to say Verb on that one.
Well, okay. And here's the battle that I'm looking forward to. But these are like two niggas that I feel like are fucking top right now. But Sue Surf and Tay-Rock.
That's a tough one.
Yeah,
that's
tough,
a really tough one, because Rock's been on his shit. Although I gotta say, if you watch it on cam, I think DNA beat him, even though in the building DNA got killed, and I was on stage for that one behind DNA. But if you listen to it bar for bar, DNA smoked him. I gotta give that one to Surf.
Okay. Then we got the main event, the one people been waiting on, man. Holla versus Clips, man.
I gotta give that one. That's rough, because both of them need to win this, because Hollow's coming off of a weak ass performance against Joe Budden, and Clips has been making a lot of excuses in his battles recently, saying that his mind is on Hollow.
Right.
So You know what? I got to give that one to Clips, and here's my reasoning behind that, is that both of them are great freestylers. Clips comes off a little bit more smooth with it. And Clips is somebody that I honestly believe over the past year wouldn't have as many debatables or, even losses in some people's eyes if he had just kept his mouth shut about the fact that he was freestyling. Because honestly, in his battle versus Ilmac, if he hadn't have said off the top 500 times, I think he won that battle. I think his freestyles were hot. I just don't think he needed to tell everyone he was freestyling the whole time.
That's true. That is true. I didn't think about that.
Hell yeah. Because, man, we know what I'm saying. That battle, whoever goes second, it's going to be big. Whoever goes second has a big advantage in that battle, man. That fucking coin flip
Absolutely.
is going to be real big.
Absolutely. No, I'll agree with you there that, because a strong rebuttal can win the whole battle.
Exactly.
And I'm a firm believer. Let me ask you guys how you feel about this, because I think the best example is probably Cal versus Lux. Do you think that somebody can, let's say you give Cal the first 2 rounds, could Lux have won off of that 3rd round alone?
Oh, man. Ooh,
now, fellas, we did just talk about this.
Yeah.
It can be possible. It's possible. This is hip-hop. In my eyes, it's possible. It depends on, the power, just how, if it's just a flawless round, like how Lux round was, not comparing it, you don't have to compare it to Lux round, but if it's just a flawless 3rd round that just takes, especially if he's ending the 3rd round too, that's another thing. I would be left with this stat sometimes and not even remember what happened in the first 2 rounds.
Exactly. Well, it's funny. I just saw a battle where, and I want to say it happened in the 2nd round. It might have been the 3rd, but I saw somebody win a battle off of 1 bar. Nothing else because it was one of those hey Gerald moment, hey Big Gerald moments, where just that 1 bar killed it, and that was Carter Deems versus Ilmac.
Oh, okay, my bad. I was talking about the zombie bar. Sorry, I didn't see that battle yet.
Yo,
this was the bar, and the entire place went nuts for this. Carter Deems goes, hey, Smack, I should be headlining Gnome 5, but this is cool, guy, and then gave Ilmac a high five, said, I've always wanted to give a Gnome 5.
Yo.
That's pretty dope.
Oh, my God.
That was pretty dope.
Yo, man. You know what, bro? That's, real funny, man. 'Cause you know what? I actually played college ball with Carter Deems, man. That's my bro. So, me hearing that shit, man, is Carter, he's just a funny dude, man. That's how he, really is. People think that he just does that for, battles. Nah. Carter acts like that all the time, man. He's really just a goofy-ass, tall, skinny white dude, man. That's just who he is. He's hilarious.
Yeah. But that 1 bar killed even Ilmac said it. If you watch the tape, Ilmac walks away from that bar and goes, it's over.
Shout out to Leo for keeping it real, Leo. My man Leo always keeping it real. Oh, my God. Carter Deems is a wild boy. We had him on the show with Daylight. Oh, my God. Daylight loves this guy. I can see why.
Carter Deems versus Daylight would be an ill fucking battle.
Yeah, that would be dope, man. It would be hilarious. That should be hilarious, man.
You know what would be funny, though? If, Daylight just end up, barring him, just going bar crazy on him. That would be great. I would just be yo, what the hell just happened, son?
Although, want to know what battle people have been asking for recently that I think is a great idea and I think would probably be one of the most awkward and funny battles of all time? Carter Deems versus Head Ice.
Yo.
Yo.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, man.
Set that up now, please. Smack. No, organic, somebody. ARP, Milton, I don't care who gets this battle. Somebody got to set this up. Man,
that's crazy,
if you got if you got to get back in this joint, set this battle up, please. Yo, that is hilarious. I will watch that. That is really. I will really watch that.
Yo,
I don't think NIS can win that battle.
Man.
I'm sorry, NIS can't win that battle.
Yo, that's crazy, man. That would be the ultimate style clash because honestly, bro, it's nothing that Head Ice can tell Carter, dog. There's nothing he could tell him.
Nothing.
No.
He can't tell him shit.
No, that's real.
But
I even heard Carter Dean versus Goods would be crazy. That's the nigga Daylight said that'd be the only person who could beat Goods. That's a reason why you said that. That'd be funny.
The one that I think would be good is Carter Deems versus Shotgun Suge.
Oh my God! I don't think Shotgun Suge doing that no more. Not after Sharon. He's not bad.
No.
He's not battling any white kids no more. I'm sorry. I
That
don't
was
think he
a
would
good-ass battle, though. Want to know what? Suge was on his shit. Suge's third round was fucking fire.
It was, though. But I think he said he had did, like, the What Your Life Like joint on the fly. So that made me, like, I don't think he wants, because I think he's always going to get, like, the other person's going to win. Just because he's a big bully, like, they're going to want the skinny, little skinny guy to win, like. That's how I think about it. They're gonna. It's not fair for Suge. It's not fair.
And I fuck with Suge. Like I think Suge is dope.
Mm-hmm.
His style is definitely needed in the game. But yo, man, we're about to get time to wrap this thing up, man. We're so thankful for having this conversation with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Let the people know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Familiar with the card. All that. I'm glad you told us there's not the Boston MASSacre card no more. So, like, what's the official title for this? If you can give a name.
It's just MASSacre. That's the great thing is since I kept it in Massachusetts, what I did was instead of rebranding the whole thing, and shout out to Lush for this idea, is we just emphasize the mass. So it's MASSacre. And so, didn't have to do a whole lot of rebranding on that. Next one, I definitely want to be in Boston. I was able, while working on this event, I was able to make some connections and, could definitely do one in Boston the next time. I just gotta get the venue squared away. There's some rookie mistakes I made. No one's perfect. Announced some things before, they should have been announced necessarily, like the date before I had a venue. But it all worked out in the end, and next time it'll be coming to Boston, and that'll be great too. Now, are any of you guys making it out to the event?
Man, I'm probably not gonna be able to make it. We're gonna be at the Gnome joint. We already got the tickets. Probably not gonna be. I don't know about anybody else. I'm probably not gonna be able to make it. You know what I'm saying? My job ain't gonna let me take off that many times.
We'll definitely have a pay-per-view, though.
Oh, that's a fact. That is a fact.
Yeah, we'll definitely have a pay-per-view.
All of us up in that pay-per-view, man, for real.
I definitely appreciate that.
Yes, that's fact. You know what I'm saying? We definitely going to
I appreciate you guys having me on. It's been a great conversation. I know we've been talking about getting me on here, for a couple of months since before my baby was born.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? It's all about timing, man. It's all about timing.
Absolutely.
Thanks, man. But just let the people know, you know what I'm saying, the date, the name, you know what I'm saying? Get it
KOTD MASSacre, May 6th, Saturday, May 16th. It's in Holyoke, Mass. You can get the pay-per-view on KOTDTV.com. Like I said, it's going to be a live pay-per-view, streaming in high def, And, you know, once you order the pay-per-view, you'll have it for a couple of weeks after as well.
That's fact. That's fact. Once again, man, thank you, bro. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. You guys have a good night.
Thank you, man.
All right, late.
Thanks, man. All right, man. Another good show, man. Another good show. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Shoot, man. Get ready to wrap this joint up, man. It's your boy Hip Hop. Follow me at I Am Hip Hop on Twitter, Hip Hop 716 on Instagram. Follow the YouTube, HHRT/2K14 on all social sites, man.
Well, man, it's your boy Blackbeard Nels. Follow me everywhere at Blackbeard Nels, man. Fuck with me.
It's your boy Roundtable Pope. And all that, and on behalf of the homie Sinatra, once again, congratulations. The baby boy Daim should be born by now. You know what I mean? I'm signing out, though.
Shout out to the brothers, most definitely. It's Hip Hop at the Roundtable.
When it's time to ride, I'ma pray for my enemies. When it's time to ride, I'ma pray for my enemies. When it's time to ride, when it's time to roll, you know that I'm gon' ride and I'll ride or die. When it's time to